What's up guys? Today I'm going to take you behind the scenes of our shoot. We rented this cabin for a bicycle commercial and we got this huge place with huge windows and we thought we were going to have enough light. But actually for some reason it gets kind of dark in here because the light is not directly coming into the window. We decided to fix this with the new Forza 300 lights and we're probably going to add on some tubes. I've had experience with using aperture lights before and man, compared to aperture, this is like day and night. They upgraded everything. I like everything about this light, even starting from the box and the case. They kind of have similar setup where you kind of like open up and everything just sits here. So I usually carry everything in here just like it came from the box, and I just have like a little extension cord in case I need to run the light somewhere else and I don't have enough lengths of the cable. So this is it. It comes in this packaging. We have actually two pieces here. So if you want to power this piece and the actual light just with the batteries, if you have no power at all, you can plug some batteries in here, but I'm just going to have it powered by the actual power from the house. And it's pretty simple. You just slide this in here. I just never take it off. There it is. And then you have to just plug this in here. I am also using Manfrotto C-stand. I got a couple of these, and the reason I like it because Nanlite supplies this little piece. So this is kind of like a grip where the power for the lights sit. So this is super simple. You just have a little buckle here that opens up and it fits with any C-stand. Doesn't matter which C-stand you got. You tie it like this, and now this is not on your way and it's not tangled. It just sits here nicely. It's pretty much super solid and perfect. And here's the light itself. It is pretty slick looking, I would say. The light is kind of updated as well. Like the actual fixture here, it looks kind of cool. Has some fans. It's not really loud. I'll turn it on so you guys can hear the sound. It is definitely smaller and shorter than aperture light that I have. I would raise this a bit depending on what we're shooting. And then this just goes on top. All right, so then you just tie this here like that. Pretty simple. It fits, like I said, any C-stand. And now you just gotta connect the cables. I hated the aperture cables because there are like connections and every time you have to wiggle and figure out which one goes where. This one is so straightforward because there's just this one cable like that. You don't have XLR cables. And also these, if you can zoom in, just on the cable, it has this little click thing. So all you do, you push it in and let this go and it stays in. And it's not gonna like pop out anytime during the shoot. So you have to align, but there's a little red dot on top and then you just do that and it clicks in and you can't pull it out unless you push this out. It didn't click in, so you gotta make sure it clicks in. There it is. So now it's staying there secured. And then just the power cable, that's all you got. No other cables, super easy. So the power goes here, or like I said, you can have a battery. And here's my handy dandy extension cord. Sometimes you need it. Most of the time you actually probably need it. There are lights in this living room right now. So if I turn them off, this is how dark it is. Which is pretty sad because right now it's like 9 a.m. in the morning and we're hoping it's going to be bright. Okay, and this is at full power. So you can adjust how bright this is. So this is at 0. And then you can raise it all the way to 100, right? And this is pretty much how much power it gives you. So this is just me straight bouncing the light off the ceiling. And this is at 100, this is at 0. So here's 0, here is all the way to 100. So yeah, this is how bright it gets. But of course, this is not the effect we're going for. We're going to put the dome. So the dome was also supplied by Nanlite. I love this dome. It's so easy to set it up. Pretty much compared to other domes, you would have to set up one by one and it takes forever and takes so much space. So before I would, let's say if I had a dome from Godox, I would not even like bother to put it and fold it and then unfold it because that would take so much time. I would just have it open all the time and that would take so much space in the car. But now I can fold it, put it in a nice bag, and then if I need to unfold it, all you do is this. So these kind of go back and click. This is it. So all you do is this, one by one, super easy. This is probably the easiest box, the easiest light box I ever opened up and put together in like what, 10 seconds? And then you can still put this inside as to kind of diffuse the light if it's still too harsh, but I tend to just turn down the light sensitivity. And then also it has these like openings, which is also kind of neat. And then let's say if I want to bring this down a little bit so it's easier, boom, and then this just goes like that. And you have to make sure it like twists. There you go. As soon as you hear the twist, that means it's secure. And then you can secure it here. We can spread it up again to 100. And then let's say we want to raise it back up. And then also in the kitchen. So we're gonna have two characters in the video. It's son and father, and we're gonna light up probably this part and then also the kitchen. And it's super easy to turn. And also it's super easy to twist. All you do is untwist these and you can adjust the angle, and it kind of has like these positions that like clicks in if you hear. And you can just stop it at the one you like and turn these back. And now it's all secured. So I usually just have the longest leg of the C-stand up front so it doesn't fall. And this being not too heavy, it actually stays fine. And then I can kind of balance it with this on the other side. So all the weight is here, the long leg is here, and then it stays just fine. This is super strong. Like I can literally like stand on this, nothing will happen. Until it happens. We're gonna probably turn it like this. And I might still have the lights in this cabin on because we don't want just the pointy light here and everything else looks dark. I kind of want the atmosphere of the room still have that daylight from the top, but we just want our character to be lit pretty good. These two are pretty cool. And the reason I like them because they are so much more compact. Let's say if I need to light up my scene and I don't have room to bring all this, I can just bring these two. These are nanotubes, Nanlite tubes, and they are neatly packaged in these kind of like rolls in here. And what you have here is all the cables and two tubes. And here they are. You charge them via USB-C, and this is how long they are. They have tripod mounts, so you can just mount it on a tripod if you want. The reason I like these is not just because I can light up my scene with the light if I don't have this, but I can also add color. So for example, with this, we could add warmth, and I can adjust that. So let's say we can dim it to like, right now it's at 60, so I'm having it at, let's say, the lowest would be like 10, 8. And then let's say if we want warmth to my face, like right now it's without the warmth. And then if we want this to feel more warm, do you see the difference? Okay. And in the same way, you can make me look cooler. Cooler meaning colder, not cooler. I'm cool already enough. Okay. But also here's how you change the color. You can have it a rainbow. I don't know what you would need this for, maybe for some music video, for creative stuff. I never use this. But you can just have it plain white. And then let's say you can dim up all the way. So this is how bright it gets. Again, this might be harsh. So what you can do is just use a regular diffuser like this. This I got from Amazon for like 15 bucks. You don't have to go crazy, but super easy. We use this all the time. And if we don't want harsh light, I can just put this behind it and have like two of them. And that will add light on me again. So this is nice soft light, just like that, just not as powerful. But if you put a couple of these together, it will work the same. Just having this up front. Otherwise, it's going to kind of look harsh. But then also some people use these as like background lights. You can blur them out. All right, so here's where you change the hue. So you can add any color you want pretty much. So you just press and hold the button and it changes from yellow to green to blue. And then you keep going and it should change even more. So you just literally press and hold it. Now it's going to purple. It's pretty much all the rainbow colors. And there's back to red and orange. All right, and then if I'll turn off all the lights completely, This is like without the lights in the room. And then I'll just have this light here from this angle, right? So we're literally just using one light. And I will have this at like 12%, okay? And then in the back, I have that light. Okay, so we are lighting just the face. But then if you can see on the right side of the hair, you can see that warm reflection, which is coming from that red light behind. And it creates like this cool line on the hair. And then even if we separate the subject more from the light, it might even look cooler, so we don't see that it's just the light tube. So if you sit like over here, okay, and then we just have that light in the background. And like as you can see, I'll have my Nanlite 300 just pointing at the subject, right? And then we have the tube behind. So pretty much one light in the background. And all we do, we just lighten the face, and then the tube behind Victoria creates a little hairline in red. And it also gives a little creative touch. Nobody wouldn't even tell that this is like a tube behind her, but it looks kind of cool just having this light. And then if you look towards the TV, so we have more of the face, and then just the same red light behind her. And then if we turn this off, it's pretty much gone. So this is how much light we get. So that's before, we just have the red behind, and then that's when we have it on. So this is pretty much it. It covers my little review for this Forza 300 from Nanlite. Like I said, I love this thing, and if you're trying to hear how this sounds on the fan, this is as close as I can get to the fan. But it's super quiet. We never had like issues recording anything, and so far so good, and super easy to unpack and pack it back. I always just carry it in this case, and this can be as your luggage and forget about it. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna go to the hot tub, and hopefully I'm gonna go see some bears. You're gonna have to probably change the ISO. Nothing. So disappointed.